Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Sha'ma ben Yahweh, and I'm coming to you to do a video in regards to grace. And I'm going to have a few different videos in the near future concerning it, but I just wanted to give a general outlook on it. Okay, I just wanted to use Christ, Yahusha, as an example first before I really jump into it. Okay. Let's go to Romans 10, chapter 4. In Romans 10, chapter 4, it says, "For Messiah is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believes." So what I wanted to look at really quick in that verse is the word end. The word end in that verse, Greek word telos, I might be pronouncing it wrong, but it means focus or goal. Okay, so if you put that focus in there or goal and replace end with that, it would be Messiah is the focus or goal of the Torah or the law, and not end as to do away with it, but he is the focus and the goal. Why is he the focus and the goal? Messiah said that my yoke is easy and my burden is light. The commandments of Yahweh was not burdensome, okay, or grievous. But let's continue. Let's continue. So I want to show that verse, and I also want to show. Let's go to Matthew 5 and 17. Before we get on the hit on the grace, okay? Matthew 5 and 17. Says, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am come not to destroy, but to fulfill." Okay, most people use that and they say it's to fulfill the law, for it to be done, for it to be over. But when you look at that word fulfill, that word is plural, and it means to preach it, to preach, fulfill, perfect, supply. Okay, I'm going to roll with preach it or fulfill what was spoken of him. Why do I say that? Okay, I just put a post up, so I'm going to go to the scriptures real quick. Let's speed this up. I don't want this to be too long. Let's go to Luke chapter 24. Luke 24. All right, and let's go to verse 43. Verse 43 says, "And he took it and did eat before them." Verse 44, "And he said unto them, These are the words which I spake unto you, which I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law or the Torah of Moses or Messiah, and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me." Everything that was written concerning him had to be fulfilled. And we got to remember one thing: everything that was written in the prophets isn't fulfilled yet. He still has to come back and fulfill some things that was written also. So the law is not over and done with. Actually, the new covenant or the renewed covenant is not even in place. But that's another video. That's not even put in place as of yet. But that's another video. We won't go into that. Let's go one more place. Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42 and 21. Just to see some things. Okay. Yahweh is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law and make it honorable. He will magnify it. So he wasn't taking nothing away. He was going to magnify the law or the Torah and make it honorable. All right. Let's go to Titus. Let's go to Titus chapter 2. And let's look at this grace. Okay. For the grace of Yahweh that bringeth salvation have appeared to all men, teaching us that, denying ungodliness and worldly lusts, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. Grace is supposed to teach us something. And just so you see that nothing is new under the sun, that Sha'ul or Paul is saying something here that he already knew was the case. Okay? He said, for the grace of Yahweh that bringeth salvation hath appeared to all men, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. When you look at the fruit of the Spirit, the fruits of the Spirit is what the law or the Torah, the law of Yahweh or the law of God is supposed to teach us to be like. Now the works of the flesh is opposite of that. And whatever's opposite of that is actually against the Torah or the law of God. Now let's see what this grace, about grace really quick. Let's go to Ephesians 2 and 8. For by favor you are saved, or by grace you are saved, through faith, and this not of yourselves. It is the gift of Elohim. This is true. Not of works, that not anyone should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Messiah, Yahusha, or Jesus, unto good works, which Elohim before prepared that we should walk in them. Okay? Pay attention. That's Paul. That's Sha'ul. Let's go to Psalms 105 and 42. Okay? I'm trying to make this quick because I don't want this past 10 minutes. For he remembered his set-apart word, his holy word, and his servant Abraham. 105 and 43. And he brought his people out with joy, his elect with gladness. And he gave to them the lands of the nations, and they inherited the labor of the peoples, so that they might observe his statutes and keep his laws. Praise Yahweh. Okay? So we see that he gave them favor for a particular purpose, so that they might observe his statutes and his laws. Grace is supposed to teach us obedience. What did Paul say in Titus 2? For the grace of Yahweh that bringeth salvation have appeared to all men, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. It's supposed to teach us something. Okay? Let's go to Matthew 5 and 16. I got it written down, so I'm just going to read it. So let your light shine before men, so that they may see your good works and may glory your Father in heaven. Good works. So what is light? Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. Your word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. So we see this is what the word that became flesh, or this was the word that became flesh. This is how the Messiah walked in the commandments of the Most High, Yahweh. And this is how we are supposed to walk. This is what grace is supposed to teach us. Okay, I'm going to read one more thing, couple more things. Deuteronomy 5:32. And you shall be careful to do as Yahweh, your Elohim, has commanded you. You should not turn aside to or right or left. You should walk in all the ways which Yahweh, your Elohim, has commanded you, so that you may live, and that good may be to you, and you may prolong your days in the land. Let's go to Psalms 119:1 real quick. Blessed are the upright in the way which walk in the law of Yahweh. That's it. That's it. The laws of God is good, man. It's different from the law of man, or it's different from the works of the law, to what Sha'ul was speaking of. He's not speaking of the laws of God. Y'all got to remember that. Y'all got to get that in your heads. All right? Shalom.